Across the world, Christmas takes many forms, from snowy villages in Europe to glowing towns under the northern lights. In the mountains of Asia, families celebrate the season where winter barely reaches. Far out in the desert, small communities light their homes with lanterns instead of snow. And in remote Arctic settlements, people decorate warm wooden cabins while storms roar outside. These are the homes where Christmas survives in the most extreme places on Earth, each one different, yet connected by the same light of hope and warmth. Tromsø is the city of winter light, where darkness is not an end, but the beginning of human wonder. During Christmas, Tromsø becomes a meeting point of human and natural light, where candles, lanterns, and auroras coexist in the frozen sky. In December, the city lives through 24 hours of night, yet snow lights and people make every corner glow with warmth. The culture blends modern Norwegian life with ancient Sami traditions shown in music, clothing, and a deep harmony with snow and ice. At night, locals and travelers walk through snowy streets holding torches and singing in the cold air that unites them in light. Christmas in Lauterbrunnen feels like entering a parallel world where people, ice and fog move together under the breath of the Alps. By mid-December, wooden houses glow with yellow light, while chimney smoke curls through the cold wind, bringing warmth into the valley of snow. The frozen waterfalls, nearly 2,600 feet high, shimmer under moonlight like drifting fragments of silver, floating through the silent mountain night. Every year, locals hold a silent light night, turning off all artificial lights for 1 hour to watch the waterfalls under the moon. Church bells echo across the cliffs, mixing with footsteps on snow as the whole valley slows into a sacred stillness. As darkness deepens, sound, light, and mist unite, leaving behind the quiet memory of a Christmas defined by connection, not noise. Beijing during Christmas sinks into northern light and chill, where people find warmth within the vast living city. In the city center, outdoor Christmas concerts echo through the snow as passers-by pause listening under golden street lights. Citizens walk through bright streets, holding hot tea, hearing carols, blended with the rhythm of urban life. During the holidays, major shopping districts glow with tall trees, turning modern spaces into vibrant winter festivals. During Christmas, Nashville becomes a city of sound and light, where people turn winter into a festival of emotion and rhythm. Many old wooden homes are decorated with handmade pine wreaths, red ribbons, and candlelit windows, showing the rustic southern warmth. The downtown architecture blends 19th century brick Art Deco towers and modern glass structures, creating a layered skyline glowing with festive light. On Christmas night, guitars and voices rise with church bells, turning the entire city into an open-air symphony. Throughout the season, locals hold the holiday lighting walk when thousands of lights switch on at once and people sing together in the streets. Dark Christmas carries the rhythm of a slow city where mist lights and people breathe together in the mountain chill. On Christmas Eve, temperatures drop near 50 degrees as breath fades and church bells echo through layers of fog. The city stands over 4,900 feet high, its cool, clean air preserving the feel of an endless temperate winter. Along the glowing slopes, locals share hot soy milk and sweetbread, offering warmth as a humble ritual of the holiday night. Seoul enters winter in full glow as millions of golden lights cover snowy streets, turning the capital into a stage of light. Over 30% of its people follow Christianity, creating a festive atmosphere, both sacred and youthful, spreading across the city. The capital is surrounded by 8 mountains over 2,600 feet high, keeping the air dry and clear as sunset fades over smooth snow. Major shopping centers play Christmas music day and night, making the whole city breathe in rhythm with the year's final festival. When thin snow covers the streets, reflections of warm light turn Seoul into a snow-light town within modern Asia. On Christmas night, locals and travelers walk together through warmth and cold, where every light tells its own winter story. Yellowknife is where the northern lights appear nearly every night during Christmas, turning the night sky into a glowing natural stage of motion and color. Beside a giant freshwater lake that freezes over 3 feet deep, the city becomes a frozen world, stretching far into the dark. Each Christmas, locals set up transparent aurora domes where visitors can watch the sky while lying inside Arctic sleeping bags on thick reindeer hides. In minus 30 degrees, the Christmas market rises on the ice, selling hot tea, handmade crafts, and smoked bread under lantern lights. Every step squeaks sharply over dry, brittle snow, like walking across a frozen glass floor that echoes beneath your feet. And in that silent moment, as breath freezes mid-air, the sky glows with a quiet magic only the north can whisper. Vilnius at Christmas, in light cold and human voices blending into one, turning the old capital into a northern winter celebration. In the 14th century, it became the heart of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, where medieval architecture still defines its skyline. The city rises about 400 feet above sea level, surrounded by pine forests and 2 rivers, holding a dry, clear winter air. Each winter, the central Christmas tree, built from thousands of LED lights, draws travelers from across Europe to gather on December 24th. Golden light and church bells fill the air as locals walk the cobbled streets with honey wine and warm breath drifting through cafe smoke. Christmas in Vilnius remains quiet and human, a moment to feel simplicity and stillness within the heart of winter. At Christmas, Wengen feels like a world, apart from time where people live among snowlight and bells echoing through distant valleys. The land around the village was shaped in the Jurassic era, its limestone and ancient ice holding traces of an ocean long gone. In December, the scent of mulled wine, the sound of choirs, and the lights from markets mix with mist, creating a warmth rare in winter. Each Christmas, more than 60 fir trees are decorated with handmade lights and real candles, preserving the old alpine spirit. For more than a century, Wengen has followed a zero-car rule, giving residents peace and a deep connection with nature. Visitors leave feeling they've lived an older Christmas, simple, peaceful, and full of human warmth among the snow-covered mountains. Chicago is the city where people in winter create life, turning the cold into a living symphony of light and celebration. Old streets glow with golden bulbs, pine trees, and brass bands playing carols as music mixes with human breath. When snow covers the shores of Lake Michigan, skyscraper lights reflect on frozen water, creating a surreal landscape of silver and gold. The 19th century brick buildings stay preserved with pine wreaths and vintage bulbs, turning the city into a living Christmas postcard. Each Christmas, locals raise an 80-foot tree downtown, standing as a proud symbol of Chicago's unity and festive spirit. When you come to Chicago, You can skate under falling snow, drink hot cocoa by Lake Michigan, and watch fireworks light up the city sky. Leavenworth unfolds as a winter town where light snow and people merge, turning nature into a stage of joy and memory. Among mountain pine forests, snow rests on wooden roofs and cobblestone paths, painting a living portrait of winter. The town sits over 350 meters high, surrounded by the mighty Cascade Mountains, forming a white wall around the valley. The scent of hot wine mixed with cinnamon and gingerbread fills the air, letting you feel Christmas not only through sight, but through breath. Over 500,000 lights shine each night, reflecting on the snow like a golden river across the frozen sea. As sleigh bells echo through the pines and lights glow over the rooftops, you realize Christmas here is a living miracle. Shanghai is where light and people blend, creating a vivid rhythm between mist and chill during the festive season. The city glows during Christmas with millions of lights covering its shopping streets, turning the skyline into a river of brightness. As temperatures fall, the Huangpu River veils in mist, reflecting the towers glowing against the winter night. Street performers fill the heart of the city with violins and carols echoing through the crowd like a living symphony of winter. Glass towers and Art Deco buildings stand side by side, two worlds of East and West shining under the same sky. When you come to Shanghai, you feel Christmas is not a holiday, but the moment light retells the story of our time. Atlanta, where winter glows with both light and rhythm, feels modern yet familiar within the southern heart of America. The 19th century red brick buildings reflect lights from glass towers, blending nostalgia and modernity in the Christmas air. When the season arrives, more than 1 million LED lights cover downtown, turning the streets into a bright sea through cold mist. Many people walk for hours, holding hot cocoa cups, sensing cinnamon and pecan aromas drifting through their winter breath. Locals keep the custom of handmade Christmas sweaters laughing together in gatherings filled with warmth and humor. Salzburg in winter feels awakened by the sound of old bells and human breath crossing snow-covered streets. The old square turns into a Christmas market, where wooden stalls glow under golden lights with the scent of gingerbread and hot wine. Lying at the foot of the Northern Alps, the city stands as a gateway to the white world, where cold air and music blend as one. In late December, local choirs sing beneath falling snow, making every passerby pause as if stepping into a silent prayer. Locals still keep the Krampuslauf parade alive, a night march of horned demons through snow, both frightening and fascinating to all. One unforgettable experience is the New Year's fireworks, lasting 15 minutes from the ancient fortress, when you feel the sky and river explode together like twin mirrors of Europe. Lake Louise at Christmas opens a majestic scene of snow, uos, and light where people move in rhythm with the breath of the northern mountains. As dusk falls, thousands of lights line the lake, reflecting on the ice and snow, creating a glowing path without end. Temperatures drop to -4 degrees Fahrenheit, turning every window frosty and every pine into a white sculpture. Locals and travelers gather by fires, raising hot cocoa, hearing sleigh bells and carols carried through the cold wind. Nearly 13 feet of snow each year blanket wooden roofs, turning the valley into a glowing world of celebration. Bansko in Bulgaria during Christmas becomes a place where people find warmth in snow, laughter echoing through the cold breath of mountains. The Orthodox season is a time of family gatherings, faith and quiet prayers, shared across wooden tables and winter nights. Beneath the Pirin Range, deep snow covers old roofs and pine forests, while two ancient glaciers endure in silent strength. During the holiday, visitors join locals baking bread, singing carols, and lighting fires inside stone houses under the falling snow. The Epiphany on January 6th closes the season as people bathe in icy water, seeking renewal and divine protection. At 1,600 meters, Sapa celebrates Christmas with mist yellow light and real snow falling over the wooden rooftops of the highlands. During the holiday, the Hmong people weave new clothes by the hand, treating the season as a sacred family reunion, like New Year. Mountain ridges stay wrapped in mist and frost, forming a pale, grey horizon that lingers through the entire festive season. Each evening, locals gather around small fires, drinking corn wine and listening to the wind hum through the forest, a silent ritual of winter. Guests sleep in wooden cabins deep in the hills, waking to frozen steps and morning air sharp as crystal. Christmas in Sapa blends cold and compassion where harsh nature meets the quiet warmth of people who never let their fires die. Otaru in Japan lights up on Christmas night as people and warm lights bring life to the frozen northern city. When darkness falls, thousands of snow candles glow along the streets, forming corridors of light and bells ringing through the sea wind. The city receives over 20 feet of snow each year, turning the coast into a white world where breath becomes visible frost. During the season, local artisans open glass and music box studios, inviting visitors to craft their own Christmas gifts by hand. Low winter light reflects on snow, and red bricks painting the town in calm blue shades, as if time itself stood still. Lviv emerges as a city where time pauses in white snow, where people and history guard the spirit of the festive season. Its historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserves Gothic Baroque and Art Nouveau blending Eastern and Western Seoul. At night, golden lights reflecting on the snow form a soft glow, making every street feel alive within the silence. Wooden Christmas markets open in early December, filled with hot wine, gingerbread, and laughter spreading through misty squares. You walk slowly along the wet cobblestones, hearing church bells echo as the city tells its own story. Lviv reminds every traveler that peace can still be found even in the coldest days of winter. Wengen is where winter turns every sound into silence, leaving only footsteps on snow and human breath mixing with cold air. Christmas begins in late November, when narrow streets are decorated with string lights, pine wreaths, and bells echo through the crisp air. At over 4,180 feet, Wengen feels suspended in air, with snowy roofs, wood smoke, and golden lights over the mountains. Locals keep the winter blessing tradition, praying for families and animals before heavy snow as gratitude for the coming season. When you come here, you experience the purest Christmas atmosphere in Switzerland, where people's snow and light breathe in perfect harmony. Whistler is where people find balance between the frozen strength of the mountains and the warmth of a small winter community. With more than 11 meters of snow each year, the town becomes a winter kingdom full of motion and life. During Christmas, hundreds of LED lights cover the village, reflecting on the snow like a golden blue sea beneath the North American sky. Snow-covered roofs and the scent of pine turn this place into a natural symphony between humanity and the wild. Architecture of wood, stone, and glass faces the peaks, letting light reflect through each window as a bridge between civilization and wilderness. Standing still, hearing snow fall on your hands, you realize Christmas in Whistler needs no words, only feeling. Cortina d'Ampezzo reflects the perfect balance between grand nature and how people preserve their mountain heritage across generations. Smooth snow covers hills and forests, each step making a soft rustle, as if walking through nature's memory. Beneath the ground, ancient limestone layers hold the trace of a vanished glacial lake carved into the Ampezzo Valley. The Christmas market fills the air with honey wine, cinnamon, and pine, blending warmth into frozen silence. Amid the stillness, small handcrafted trees and candlelight glow gently against wooden walls. When you arrive, you realize Cortina is not just a place, but a living proof of harmony between people and the primal world. During Christmas, Denver becomes a living painting where people's snow and light breathe together under the wide air of the mountain plain. By mid-December, the streets glow with millions of LED lights and snow sculptures reflecting against the city's old red brick facades. With more than 250 sunny days a year, the Highland Light turns cold air into brightness, making the snow shimmer even after sunset. Locals spend sleepless winter nights sharing stories, singing and sipping hot cocoa beneath golden lamps that warm the frozen streets. Footsteps mix with the scent of cinnamon and chocolate, turning each street into a gentle reminder of warmth within the cold. As night deepens, the city's glow mirrors upon the snow, leaving travelers with a lasting sense of calm from the mountain Christmas. Hakuba Valley stands as the heart of Japan's winter, where people and mountains join to shape the spirit of northern celebration. The landscape of Hakuba, with pine forests and white ridges, feels wild and serene, yet full of mountain life. The region is famed for its thick, dry, powder snow, making it a favorite for skiers from around the world. During the holiday, many visitors dressed in Christmas colors glide down the slopes, turning the valley into a river of laughter and joy. One Christmas recorded over 2 meters of snowfall in days, marking the beginning of a truly white festival in Japan. When you come to Hakuba, you realize why it is seen as a symbol of freedom, purity, and the Christmas spirit in nature.